for a cozy, comfortable, luxury, and environment that will take you to the zenith of your expectations. A&T Presidential Hotels is the place. The rooms are designed to be your home away from home. We have services, both bar, room, and kitchen are all 24 hours. We have an Olympic-sized swimming pool and our gym to keep your body fit. Our staff are excellent as they welcome you with royalty. Come shake your body as our nightclub opens every Friday with Asu Barbecue. Asuya joints available all day. We have a whole capacity of about 1,500 for your occasions. Welcome to A&T Presidential Hotels, Kilometer 5, Ilesha, Owo Expressway, Akure, Ondo State. Telephone 081-4633-5949 and also 1222-6282. A&T Presidential Hotels, comfort and class redefined.
The prestigious NTA Television College, widely recognized for its professionalism and excellence in media training, has achieved another significant milestone. In addition to its existing affiliation with Ahmadu Bello University Zaria for the award of a degree in mass communication, the college has now received official approval from the National Board for Technical Education, NBTE, to commence National Diploma, ND programs in mass communication and multimedia. Additional programs are also in progress. Admission requirements: a minimum of 5 O-level credit passes in relevant subjects. For National Diploma ND programs, minimum JAMB admissible score of 100. For degree programs, recommended JAMB score of 180 and above. This is a great opportunity to become part of the college's growing legacy in media and broadcast education. For more information,
visit our website at www.ntatvc.edu.ng or call these following numbers: 0803-838-4343, 0806-980-9897. Announcer Management.
The FIFA World Cup 2026 is here. Watch all 104 matches live on Star Times, from the opening match to the final showdown.
And this time, it's not just watching, it's watch and win.
Subscribe or buy a Star Times decoder and stand a chance to win the 10 million naira grand prize, plus many exciting prizes nationwide with subscription packages starting from just 4,000 naira. Recharge now via Star Times app or visit any Star Times office or dealer outlet near you.
Star Times, enjoy digital life.
On the news tonight, Ondo South Senatorial District Electorate ready for Saturday's by-election. Plus, court sentences mother and sister of eliminated terrorists. Good evening and thanks for joining us on Nta Akure News at 7. I am Abiola Ario. The people of Ondo South Senatorial District are optimistic that the by-election scheduled for Saturday 20th June will be a game changer as they are prepared for a peaceful conduct. Kayode Olorundare reports that the election is due to the vacant seat following the appointment of the former occupant, Senator Jimo Ibrahim, as an ambassador. The report.
673,446 eligible voters across 1,354 polling units and 66 registration centers spread across the 6 local government areas in the Southern Senatorial District will decide the fate of a senator who will represent them for the next 1 year in the Red Chamber of the National Assembly. The people appealed to whoever emerged in the by-election to prioritize the well-being and security of the Senatorial District.
Expecting a positive result, everybody just come and do their needful. So, and we have to respect the individual opinion and government law. So everybody should be law-abiding. They should do the needful when necessary. No violence. Do your right thing, vote, and leave the place.
The winner is to deliver the good government to the people across the whole local government.
I tell you, God, everybody, Nigeria people, when we see they do them, when we see they try. I know say one day, God will touch our leader for mind.
We want him just to take care of this territorial district.
The Senate had on 28 April 2026 declared the seat vacant and directed INEC to conduct a by-election following the vacancy created by the appointment of former lawmaker Jimoh Ibrahim as Nigeria's permanent representative to the United Nations. From Okitipupa in Okitipupa local government, Kayode Olorundare, NTA News.
And still on Ondo South by-election, the Ondo State Police Command wishes to inform the general public, particularly residents of the Ondo South Senatorial District, that there will be a restriction of vehicular movement from 0600 hours to 1800 hours on Saturday, 20th June 2026, in line with security arrangements put in place for the conduct of the Ondo South Senatorial District by-election. This measure is aimed at ensuring a peaceful, orderly, and credible electoral process, as well as safeguarding the lives and property of all residents throughout the election period. The Commissioner of Police, Ondo State Command, Felix Oagu, assures members of the public that adequate security personnel have been strategically deployed across the senatorial district to provide security at polling units, collation centers, electoral offices, and other vulnerable points. And now to Ekiti State. With just a few hours to Saturday governorship election in Ekiti State, the people are tidying up arrangements to elect their choice candidates. Ayodeji Okunshakin gives update on the citizens' readiness for the polls.
In the couple of hours, the people of Ekiti State will be going to the poll to elect the candidate of their choice. Here at the main market in Ado Ekiti, the state capital, the atmosphere is calm and cool, and it's a reflection of the fact that people of Ekiti State are really ready to go all out tomorrow to cast their ballot.
I've collected my PVC. And I've moved around, and the environment is peaceful, the environment is calm, there is no violence. With what I've seen today, tomorrow's election is going to be peaceful.
The election management body, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, is not leaving anything to chance in this regard, as they have effected adequate preparation and the distribution of sensitive materials coupled with deployment of electoral officers that will man the various polling units. Journalists from across the country are fully ready for adequate reportage, while the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, is equally on ground for adequate coverage of the election.
We have been able to mobilize both personnel and equipment for the effective coverage of the election. And tomorrow, the D-Day, we will not be left behind. I want to assure our viewers that they will get every bit of the governorship election in Ekiti State.
By and large, the people of Ekiti State are ready for tomorrow's election with their voters' card to exercise their civic responsibility and to decide the fate of one of the governorship candidates to occupy the seat of power. In Ado Ekiti, Ayodeji Okunshakin, it's a news.
And still on Ekiti election, with the Ekiti State governorship election has away, the Independent National Electoral Commission and the Nigerian police have declared full readiness, assuring voters that all polling units are set, sensitive materials deployed, and security collaboration with key stakeholders covering transport, logistics, and emergency response firmly in place. They gave the assurance on Good Morning Nigeria. Lydia Sampson reports.
They advise voters requiring urgent assistance during voting to call the emergency line 080-6233-5577.
Most of the necessary things have been done. Right now, we have collected the sensitive material, which is the hallmark of the electoral process. We are just waiting to vote tomorrow. What we have done is that we have moved the sensitive materials to the local government, and from where today it will be moved to the activation rack centers, and early tomorrow morning it will be dispatched to the polling units.
The police officers that will be provided for security at the polling booths, all the polling booths in Ekiti State, they are also ready, and first thing tomorrow morning we are going to be deploying there.
However, civil society organizations are sounding cautionary notes, being the first election to be conducted under the Electoral Act 2026.
It's the first election under the new Electoral Act, so it really is going to tell us a lot about what we can expect, what we can prepare for, and course correct. So in terms of vote buying and the neutrality of the police, in making sure that people feel safe enough to come out and exercise their civic responsibility.
So every elections, once citizens believe the process is transparent, it's easier for them to accept the outcome of the elections. And for this election already, they are already concerned about the level of competition in the elections.
CSOs are calling on security agencies and the incumbent administration to remain strictly neutral, urging INEC to proactively and transparently implement the new law. Security agencies warn that vote trading and voter intimidation will not be tolerated, cautioning against peddling of unannounced results. Political parties are equally urged to intensify voter mobilization, while citizens are encouraged to educate themselves on proper voting procedures, come out in numbers and vote wisely to elect leaders they can hold accountable. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
You're still watching Nta Akure News at 7. We shall be back after this break. Please stay with us.
No worries, let's go make am. Mogo Bible.
Victor, even you they use money point?
Of course now, they use money point.
Confirm.
Money point, made for your progress.
The prestigious NTA Television College, widely recognized for its professionalism and excellence in media training, has achieved another significant milestone. In addition to its existing affiliation with Ahmadu Bello University Zaria for the award of a degree in mass communication, the college has now received official approval from the National Board for Technical Education, NBTE, to commence National Diploma, ND programs in mass communication and multimedia. Additional programs are also in progress. Admission requirements: a minimum of 5 O-level credit passes in relevant subjects. For National Diploma ND programs, minimum JAMB admissible score of 100. For degree programs, recommended JAMB score of 180 and above. This is a great opportunity to become part of the college's growing legacy in media and broadcast education. For more information,
visit our website at www.ntatvc.edu.ng or call these following numbers: 0803-838-4343, 0806-980-9897. Announcer Management.
You're welcome back. You can also watch us on our social media handles on Facebook and YouTube at Nta Akure. The Federal High Court in Abuja on Friday sentenced 2 women arrested by the Department of State Services DSS for their involvement with terrorism to 40 years in prison. The convicted women, Safia Saliu and Halima Abdullahi, are mother and sister respectively of the terrorist kingpin Kashala Ibrahim Batujo, who was eliminated by Nigerian security forces on June 10, 2026 in a forest near Iluke in Kaba Bono local government area of Kogi State. Justice Awa Joseph Yewa handed the sentences after both women pleaded guilty to counts 2, 4, and 5 of the 5-count terrorism-related charge brought against them by the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation. Both women escaped conviction on counts 1 and 3, which bordered on receiving 490,300 naira from Batujo, fully aware it was proceeds of terrorism, as well as count 3, which was on their sponsored holy pilgrimage with the proceeds of terrorism. The Director of Public Prosecution, Oyedepo Rotimi, SAN, urged the court to strike out both counts but convict them on the others. According to count 2, both women aided and abetted the activities of Batujo, a known bandit kingpin, and passed information through telephone conversations to the said Batujo, and thereby committed an offense contrary to and punishable under Section 26 of the Terrorism Act 2022. In addition to pleading guilty to count 2, Batujo's mom pleaded guilty to count 5, which bordered on concealment of information on the terrorism activities of her son. On her part, Halima, who is sister of the eliminated terrorist kingpin, in addition to pleading guilty to count 2, also pleaded guilty to count 4, which also bordered on concealment of information that her brother illegally acquired firearms which she saw when she visited his forest camp. While the punishment for each of the counts is 20 years, Justice Yiwa ordered that the sentences run concurrently, after which the convicts will undergo rehabilitation. Let's join Chidima Eze on Business News.
The federal government on Thursday unveiled plans to raise 200 billion naira in share capital for a proposed cooperative bank of Nigeria as part of efforts to strengthen financial inclusion, support farmers, artisans and small businesses, and reposition the cooperative sectors as a key driver of economic growth. The Minister of State for Agriculture and Food Security and Supervising Minister of Cooperative Affairs, Senator Aliyu Abdullahi, said the proposed bank would serve as a major pillar of the federal government's renewed hope cooperative reform and revamp program aimed at boosting financial inclusion, agricultural productivity, and enterprises development. Also, petrol and diesel prices have started to decline as global crude oil prices retreat following the de-escalation of tensions in the Middle East. The reductions led by Dangote Petroleum Refinery and followed by some private depot operators have raised expectations of further cuts in fuel prices. Although marketers say the adjustment will be gradual to prevent heavy losses on the existing stock. The Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria stated that the Dangote Petroleum Refinery will not embark on sudden fuel price cuts to prevent marketers from incurring heavy losses. And that will be all on Business News. In Akure, Chidima Eze, NTA News.
Up next, a sports update with Nta Akure as guide.
One of the co-hosts, Mexico, lead Group A on 6 points after edging South Korea 1-0 as Czechia tied South Africa 1-1. Over in Group B, second co-host Canada demolished Qatar 6-0 to go top with a +6 goal difference, while Switzerland, despite beating Bosnia and Herzegovina 4-1, remained second on 4 points with a -3 goals difference. Back home, Ikorodu City will square up against El Kanemi Warriors in the final of this year's President Federation Cup in the male category. The semi-finalists in the female category are FC Robo Queens, Sunshine Queens, Nasarawa Amazons, and Heartland Queens. In athletics, World Athletics is making a major move to better support female athletes. President Lord Coe has launched the CARES Project, a new study aimed at reshaping the governing body's policies on pregnancy, childbirth, and the return to competition. They are asking elite female athletes, past and present, to complete surveys about their experiences, barriers, and financial or contractual challenges, all in an effort to build better protections. This push comes on the heels of 11-time Olympic medalist Allyson Felix's public battle with Nike back in 2019, when the sports giant threatened to slash her pay by 70% if motherhood impacted her performance. Switching to the greens, golf's distance debate just hit a pause. The R&A and USGA have officially put their plans to limit how far golf balls can fly on hold after 8 years of studying. Power hitters like Rory McIlroy and Scott Scheffler, the governing bodies, are back to the drawing board due to a lack of consensus among tours, players, and manufacturers. And that does it for Sports Update. I am Nta Akure.
And that's our package for this evening. We thank you for watching. I am Abiola Ario. Good evening.